Hi friends, in this video I am going to discuss about DFCCL previous papers. See here what kind of questions they usually ask in the exam. I am going to discuss here. See the first question, calculate the current in the following circuit using superposition theorem. See here, so for this circuit, for calculating the current, this one we have to calculate. So for calculating current, and what is the method we have to use? See here, so 8 volts is applying here. So okay, so I current is flowing, the same current will flow here as both are in series. Okay, so 2 amps current is flowing here, so remaining I minus 2 amps current will flow through the 2 ohms. Okay, I minus 2 amps current, I minus 2 amps. Okay, so for this circuit, if you apply KVL at this point, you will get the answer for this. Okay, so apply the KVL here, apply the KVL. So see here, minus 8 volts plus 6 into how much current? I current is flowing, and plus, and next to I minus 2 amps current, that is I minus 2 into 2 ohms plus 8 into I current is flowing, and next one plus 6 equal to 0. Okay, so this is the equation. Just apply the KVL at this point, you will get the answer for this. Okay, and just simplify this equation, you will get the answer. Okay, just simplify this, you will get the 375 milliamps current. Okay, next one, you see a 230 volts lamp is rated to pass a current of 0.24 amps. Calculate its power output if the second similar lamp is connected in parallel to the lamp. Calculate the supply current required to give the same power output in each lamp. Okay, so one lamp is there here, there is a one lamp, and which is drawing 0.24 amps current. Okay, it is drawing 0.24 amps current, and calculate its power if the second similar lamp is connected in parallel to the lamp. Okay, so one more lamp is connected in parallel to this. Okay, one more lamp has been connected here, and you can see calculate the supply current required to give the same power output. For giving the same power output is P equals to IA square R. Okay, P equal to IA square. For giving the same power output, what it should happen? The same current it has to draw, that is 0.24 amps current it has to draw. 0.24 amps current it has to draw. Then only what happens? I square R becomes equal in both the cases. So therefore, total how much current it will draw? 0.24 and 0.24. Total 0.48 amps current it will draw. So this is the correct answer. Next one, see here the value of voltages V1 and V2 for circuit shown. Okay, for this circuit is asking the V1 and V2 values. See here how to calculate. So 1 amp current is flowing here. 1 amp current is flowing here across the O2. Okay, V1 voltage we have to calculate. How to calculate? V1 is nothing but the current flowing through this. How much current is flowing through this into resistance is nothing but a V1 voltage. Okay, how to calculate? See here. So 1 amp current is flowing here. So 1 amp current is flowing here. How much current is flowing through this? Let it be I1. Okay, I1 is equals to the total current I into opposite resistance by total resistance. What is opposite resistance here? 3 plus 7, 10. That is 10 by 5. That is 2. Okay, so 2 amps current is flowing here. See here, current I1 equals to total current I into opposite resistance by total resistance. What is opposite resistance for this? Opposite resistance is 10 ohms. 7 plus 3, 10 ohms by total resistance 3 plus 7 plus 5, how much? That is 15. Okay, so total how much you are getting? 5 2s are 5 3s are, that is 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 current is flowing through this. 2 by 3 current is flowing through this. That is, so V1 is equals to 2 by 3 into 5. How much you are getting? 10 by 3. Okay, 10 by 3 volts. So from the given options, 10 by 3 is this one. So this is the correct answer. Okay, and for the from V1 we can calculate that this is as the correct answer. Okay, if you want to calculate the V2 also, V2 is nothing but what? The current flowing through this. Let it be I2 current. Okay, the same current will flow through this. Okay, so V2. So how much current is flowing through this? 1 amp current is flowing here, and 2 by 3 amps current is flowing here. So from this I2 is equals to 1 minus 2 by 3. So remaining current will flow through this, that is 1 by 3 amps current will flow through this. 1 by 3, that is 1 by 3 amps current will flow through this. So 1 by 3 into 7, 1 by 3 into 7, that is 7 by 3 volts. So VT equals 7 by 3. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Next one you can see here, if two capacitors having a capacitance of 5 microfarad and 10 microfarad respectively are connected in series across 200 volts. Okay, this is one capacitor, this is the another capacitors, these are connected across 200 volts. Okay, connected across 200 volts, and this is the 5 microfarad and this is 10 microfarads given. Find the potential difference across each capacitor. Okay, see here, this is the C1, this is the C2. How much voltage, that is, let it be, this is V1, this is V2, that is V1 is equals to the total voltage, that is 200 into how much, you can see here, the capacitance of this one by total capacitance, that is 5 by 5 plus 10, that is 200 into 5 by 15. Okay, 5 ones, 5 threes, that is 200 by 3 is nothing but a what? 200 by 3, that is 66.6 volts. 66.66 volts. Okay, from given options, which is there? 66.66 is here. Okay, 66.66 volts is there here. So out of 200 volts, one capacitor is 66.66 volts. The remaining will be 133 point, that is 1 minus 66 point, that is 200 minus 66.66 is nothing but what? 133.33. So this is the correct answer. Okay, this is the correct answer. Next question. A heater takes a current of 7 amps current and 230 volt source for 12 hours. Calculate the energy power. Okay, kilowatt hour is asking, that is P into T. P into T. P into T, that is voltage into current into time period. So how much is the voltage? 230 volts into current is 7 amps current. The time period is 12 hours. Just multiply this, you will get the answer. That is 19.320 watts you will get. That is 19.32 kilowatt hour. Okay, so this is the correct answer. And next one, here the figure is not appearing clearly, that is we have drawn here. I1 I3 currents are going towards the junction and I4 I2 are going away from the junction. So from this, what you can say, I1 plus I3 is equals to I4 plus I2, I2 plus I4. So the sum of currents entering the junction is equals to the sum of current leaving the junction. So from this you can say, so I3 current you have to calculate. So I3 is equals to I2 plus I4 minus I1. Okay, just substitute here, you will get the answer. Okay, this is the correct answer. Next one you can see, the figure is not appearing clearly here. The value of resistance is asking for which the maximum power transferred across AB. So maximum power transfer will happen at the source resistance, that is load resistance equals to source resistance, then only maximum power transfer will happen. So then what you have to calculate, R equals to load resistance, that is RL equals to RS, it has to be done. Okay, you have to calculate the source resistance. How to calculate? Okay, here the voltage source, just make it short. Okay, short this, and this one also short this, just simplify this, then simplify this, then what happens? Just simplify this, both these two are in parallel and these two are in parallel. Okay, these two are in parallel and these two are in parallel, both will be in series. Just calculate that, you will get the answer. Okay, here the figures are not appearing clearly. 1 ohm, 2 ohms, 4 ohms, 3 ohms and 20 volts. Okay, so just do that. Okay, these two are in parallel, simplify this, and these two are in parallel, simplify this, and both will be in series with the load resistance, so that you will get the RL equal to RS. This value you will get, and that you can choose from the options. Again I am telling here, the figure is not appearing clearly here. Maximum power you have to calculate, maximum power transfer you have to calculate. How to calculate? When the load resistance is equal to source resistance, then maximum power will transfer. Okay, what is the load resistance here? Okay, for calculating the load resistance, you have to calculate the source resistance here. Okay, source resistance, how to calculate? This is the voltage source, just make it short. Okay, make it short, and this is voltage source, make it short. Okay, then these two will be in parallel, simplify this, and these two also will be in parallel, simplify that, and both will be in series. Okay, both will be in series, just simplify that, and total combination will be the total combination. This total combination will be like this later. Okay, this will be like this. So both will be in series, both will be in series, simplify that. The total parallel combination, whatever the resistance that is coming to parallel, that will be the source resistance. Okay, do that. Okay, to simplify, you will get the 2.38 ohms. So like that you can solve the questions, and you can see what kind of questions they are asking and remaining also. See here, for the circuit shown in figure, the value of current is, so this current is asking, this current you have to calculate. Just observe this. Okay, I will tell you the questions, what kind of questions they are asking. Just observe this. And next one, and this one you can see, for the circuit shown, value of supply voltage you have to calculate. Okay, supply voltage have to calculate. Current is 1.5 amps, resistance given. So voltage is, that is resistance into current. How much voltage is, you will come to know. V1 is nothing but a, that voltage, that is 1. That current into resistance, 1.5 into 2. V2 is nothing but a 3 into 1.5, 8 into 1.5. Simplify the total voltage, you can get it. Okay, V1 plus V2 plus V3. Just do that. Remaining also you can do in the same way. Just apply the KVL here. You just apply the KVL here and apply the KVL here, and both equations just to simplify, you will get the answer. Just one see here. So minus 10, let it be, this is I. So just I am telling you what kind of questions they are giving. Just you can observe here. Let it be, this is I1 and this is I2, and what is the current will flow, that is minus 10 plus I into 1 and plus I1 plus I2 into I1 plus I2 into 18 ohms equal to 0. Just simplify that. Okay, this one also you will get the one equation, minus 20 plus 2 into I2 plus I1 plus I2 into 18. Just simplify that, you will get the answer. Okay, just see the method. Okay, the same questions they will not give you in the exam. Okay, the models are very important. Just observe what kind of questions they are giving. In the conductor of 0.5 mm diameter varies, the wire has a resistance of 400 ohms. Find the resistance of the same length of wire if its diameter were doubled. Okay, if diameter doubled, what happens? R equals to rho L by A. No, R equals to rho L by A. Okay, A is nothing but a what? Pi r square. A is nothing but a pi r square. What he has given? Diameter was doubled. Okay, diameter was doubled means then what happens? Obviously the resistance will double. When resistance double, square of the resistance, what happens? 1 by 4 you will get. Okay, here 1 by 4 you will get. The total what happens? It reduced to 4 times. Then 400 by 4 is nothing but a what? 400 by 4 is 100 ohms. So this is the correct answer. Again I am repeating. And here diameter was doubled. When diameter doubled, what happens? Resistance also double, you can say. When diameter double, resistance will be double obviously. So resistance double, then what happens? Square of the resistance, square of the radius, then what happens? 4 times it becomes. So it reduces to 4 times. So like that you can observe the remaining questions and just understand what kind of questions they are giving roughly. Okay, so here what he is giving, resistance 10 ohms given in connected in series with the two resistors each of 15 ohms arranged in parallel, and what resistor must be shunted across the parallel combination so that the total current will be shall 1.5 amps with 20 volts applied. Okay, is asking what resistance must be shunt across parallel combination. Just I will give you hint, just calculate that. Okay, a resistance of 10 ohms is connected, each of 15 ohms arranged in parallel. Okay, two resistors arranged in parallel. This is 15 and another is 15 and another resistance is don't know, that is let it be X. This is the combination. Okay, 10 ohms resistance is combination of 15 ohms and X. These are in parallel. Okay, so how much voltage he is applying? 20 volts he is applying. 20 volts he is applying. What he has to calculate? See here, what resistance must be shunt across the parallel combination? This X you have to calculate. Okay, 20 ohms current. So 1.5 amps current is flowing. So 1.5 amps current is flowing means how much is the voltage here? That is a 15 volts. Total 20 volts. Out of that 15 volt is appearing across this 15 volts. The remaining 5 volts will be appear across this parallel combination. Again I am repeating, total 20 volts. Out of that 15 volts will appearing across this resistor. So remaining 5 volts will appear across this. So 5 volts will appear across this. From this you can calculate how much current is flowing through this. 15 by, that is I equal to V by R, that is 5 by 15, that is 1 by 3. Here how much current will flow? 1 by 3. Okay, 1 by 3 current, 1 by 3 current. Total is 1.5 current. Just simplify that. 1.5 minus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3. Just simplify that. You will get the how much current is flowing through this. How much current is flowing through this you will get. Okay. If you simplify, you will get the 5 by 6 as the answer here. 5 by 6 amps will flowing through this. X is nothing but a resistance. No, R is nothing but a V by I. V by I. How much is the voltage appearing across this parallel combination? 5. That is 5 by 5 by 6. 5 by 5 by 6. If you simplify, what you will get? 6 ohms resistance you will get. Okay. Hope you understand the model. And remaining questions also just see the model only. Okay. The value of admittance Y12 is asking. Value of admittance Y12. You can see here. So value of admittance we have to calculate here. So Y12 is nothing but a minus YB. Minus YB is nothing but a what? Minus YB. Here the resistance given, no? So minus 1 by resistance. Minus 1 by resistance is minus 1 by 20. That is minus 0.0 mho. Okay. This is the correct answer. So like this you can solve all the questions. Just see the models. What kind of questions they are giving. Just observe the models. And this paper I will give in the description. You can download that. Okay. You can observe the questions. What kind of questions they are giving. Just observe that. And this paper I will give in the description. You can download that. Okay. If you have any doubt and if you have any suggestions regarding this, and you can tell in comments. And just observe the questions. What kind of questions they are giving. Just observe that. Find V0 for the given circuit. And this circuit you can see supply current, source EMF. Find the network shown in figure. The value of supply current and source EMF is asking. And find the network, the power developed by the resistor R1 and R2 is asking. How much power it is consuming is asking. Okay. Just observe the questions. What kind of questions they are giving. Just observe that. A coil of resistance 2 ohms and inductance given. Series with the capacitance given. Constant voltage, variable frequency. The maximum current, the cumulative factor is asking. Okay. So just observe the what kind of questions they are giving. Okay. If you have any doubt, just answer in comments. Okay. Those are regarding electrical circuits. Regarding machines also you can see. Okay. A transformer has a 400 watts as iron loss at full load. The iron loss at off load will be. Okay. You can see here. Iron loss won't depend on off load or full load. So obviously you will get the same kind of loss. So 400 watts given. Okay. So from the machines also some of the questions I will solve. Just have a look at that once. A transformer has a 400 watts. From the circuits I have given some of the question solutions, and regarding machines also just see some of them. Anyway, regarding machines we can see in other videos. Just observe the questions, what kind of questions given. A transformer has a 400 watts and iron loss at offload is asking. And a 2-pole alternate running at 1500 rpm, its angular velocity is asking. And in split phase induction motor, the 2 stator windings and core lamination in transformer decreases, then what happens? A 3-phase induction motor is running at 4% slip. If the input to the rotor is 1000 watts, then mechanical power developed by the motor. And armature of DC machine is placed on the rotor to which one? And washing machine generally employs a dash motor. An open circuit test on transformer gives. And in 6-pole DC machine, 90 mechanical degree correspond to how many electrical degrees? Dash motor runs at highest speed when the load is removed. A magnetic flux path in transformer must have. So like this, what kind of question they are asking, just observe that. Leakage flux in a transformer. A primarily of a dash should never be energized when its secondary is open circuited. So like this you can observe all questions. I will give you the link in the description. And thanks for watching this video. Please like this video and share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe this channel for more videos. Thank you.